Hello, this is Coach Nanotank. Today I will be reviewing 7 Wonders Architects. Let's get into it. The first thing you need to do while playing 7 Wonders Architects is, of course, you have to set up. So, you would pick one of the 7 wonders. So I would pick Giza, and then each player sets up their individual wonder. This is a setup of a 3-player game. And the goal of 7 Wonders Architects is to be the first one to build your wonder. So now let's look at the turn order and how it goes. So you can do pretty much one thing is basically drawing cards and doing actions if you have them. So basically you can draw from the right deck, the left deck, or the central deck. These two, the card will be revealed. This one you take blind. And basically everyone else does that, and if you have enough of one or a few resources to build your wonder, you can flip over a part of it, and there's science and other things like that. But other than that, that's pretty much how the turn order goes. Now let's look at how you can build your wonder to get points to win the game. Now I'm going to show you how to build your wonder. So you need to use these 5 cards with the tan backgrounds called resources to build your wonder. And there is a wild token for these resources that you can make any of these to help build your wonder. And so basically down here it says 2 with an equal sign crossed out. So that means 2 not equal. So I could use a brick and a stone, and I could flip that right over and get 4 points at the end of the game. But on top of it, it says 2 equal. So that means I could use 2 of these glass bottles, and then I would get another one. And then it basically goes up from not equal to not equal, and it basically kind of just gets harder as you go up. You go up the pyramid, but at the end of the game, it's worth it because you can get 8 points, especially for Giza, because for Giza, you just get more points in general. That's a special ability. So, I guess if you want to be the first one, you should get building on your wonder, and this right here ends the game. And that's how you build your wonder. Next, I'm going to explain how the science cards work. So basically, to get a science token, I'll have to have either 3 unequal cards or 2 equal cards. So I'm able to get a science token right now. Or if I had like 2 of these spinning wheel things, I would be able to. But right now, I'm just have 3 unequal. So I could pick these. I could pick either 1 extra point for each science, or for each cat card. This card basically disregards the equal and non-equal for your wonder. And this one is when you get a wild card, it counts for 2 resources instead of 1. And if you don't like any of these and you just feel like, okay, I got it all, I don't need any of those, you can just blindly pick off the top. You can't just like look through it, you have to blindly pick off the top. And that's how the science cards work. So next, I'm going to explain the war cards. So basically, you have shields. And first off, I'm going to explain that these horns basically activate 1 war token, and I have 3, so I would flip over all of these. And that starts a war. And it varies on how many of these peace tokens you have on how many player counts. Alright, now we have to start war. So I would have these cards. And I would be playing against the 2 people that are next to me. So I would, if this person had 1 and this person had 2, I would win, and I would get both of them. And you would get, I believe, 2 of these 3-point tokens. Because you defeated 2 people. But if this one had 4 and this one had 1, you would beat this person and only get 1, and this person would say next to them they had lost, so they would also get 1. So just some more information. And all of the cards with horns you have to discard, so you're only left with 1 shield card. And that's how the war tokens, or war cards and tokens work. Next, I'm going to explain the cat bonus and the cat cards. So, basically, you can draw these 2 cards out of the mystery deck or the central deck, and the 2 decks on your left and your right. And basically, these cards are just straight points. But if you can see it, there is a difference between this card and this card. This card has 3 points and this card has 2 points. But there's a cat on this side. So this basically gives you the cat minifigure or token, whatever you want to call it. And you get to take it from somebody else that might have it, that might have used this. Or you might be the first player that ever got it. So you still get to keep this as 2 points. And basically what this cat lets you do is it basically lets you look right here in the central deck, and you can keep it if you want to, or you can just put it back. But you can't show other players beside you or in front of you at all about these cards, because they might be, ooh, I'm going to pick from the central deck, because it is blind. You have to, but that's why the cat bonus is so good, because you can be like, oh, I want it, or you can be like, oh, that gives me 2 sciences, I'm going to buy a science. So it's pretty cool how you can do that. But if somebody gets this card, they take the cat away from you, and they get to use the cat bonus. So that is how the cat bonus and the cat cards work. And then the game ends when one player completes their wonder, and you count your points for your science bonuses, of course, your wonder, your war tokens, and your cat cards, and whoever has the most points wins. And that's how you play 7 Wonders Architects. What I like about 7 Wonders Architects is that when you open the box to set it up, there's these boxes that you just pass out to each player, and what it has is it has your wonder and it has your deck of cards. Everyone sets that part up. You basically build your wonder backwards, flipped over, and put your deck of cards beside you. And once everyone else does that and you put the central part, you're ready to play. So that's a pretty quick and organized and easy setup. A lot of good things there. Another thing I like is you have this little minifigure, tall minifigure, and it's a cat. And no one else has this ability where you get to look at the central deck. You get to pick up that card, and if you want to keep it, you can keep it. But if you want to put it back, you're like, nah, I don't want this right now. I could use it later, but I'm not going for that. You can just put it back. And also, if you keep the card at the end of the game, or keep the token or the minifigure, you get 2 points at the end of the game, which is pretty catastic. Another thing I like is that while you're building your own 7 Wonder of the World, while that's happening, things are happening like war and science. It's a pretty eventful game. And another thing I like is the science tokens. You get to have a unique ability that no one else has, and what I have to say to that is, that's for science. And last but not least, last thing I'm going to mention is that, you know how I like short games, and you can probably guess how long this game is. It's about 30 minutes. And that's what I like about 7 Wonders Architects. If you liked this video, please smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, smash that notification bell if you want to see more reviews like this one. This one was really hype. And check out my Instagram and my merch store. They're in the description. My merch store is the best way of supporting me. My subscribe is probably the best way, but you know. And also, if you want to, check me out on Dice Tower. I'm on there twice a month. Twice a month. And yeah. Have a good day, guys. Bye.